boy Cool Blue back at it again with another video on the channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today is March 12th, 2021, and the title of the episode Is It Time to Panic? Where do we go from here? Who is on the trading block? All right. So, hope everyone's having a great day today. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscription button. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. Turn on that bell for notifications. You'll be notified anytime I do a live stream or post a video up on the channel. Now, last night, we watched the Philadelphia Flyers and the Washington Capitals play at the Wells Fargo Center. In the last episode, I talked about how I thought that it was going to be a tight game. I thought it was going to be a hard-fought battle, nail biter. And I thought the Flyers were going to come out on top. I thought with their goalie in net, only playing 4 games this year, and Moose coming off of some big wins in the past couple of matchups, I thought that I thought we would win. I thought we would take one out of the series, and I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. I think my prediction was 4-3 for the game, Flyers, and that did not happen. They fell to the Washington Capitals 3-5. So so the episode is titled Is It Time to Panic? And the reason I wanted it to be Is It Time to Panic? Because most Philadelphia fans are panicking right now. They're looking at the season, how it started. It started so hot. We looked so good coming out the gate, and then we hit a wall. And one of our star players, Carter Hart, is in a slump right now. He's going to battle through it. He's young. I believe that he is going through some technical issues on his game, but I think he will fix it. I think he will turn it around. I think we will see great improvement down the stretch of the season with Carter Hart. But Carter Hart wasn't in net last night. We had Moose. Brian Elliott was in between the pipes, and you know, I was at the game for the first time in over a year, and we'll get to that in a little bit in this episode. But I was watching the game, and I thought we played pretty well. I thought we came out, we had our skates, we had our feet underneath of us, we had our legs moving, we were being physical on the puck. Um, of course, Ovi scores first, and I believe that was his 600th goal in his career. And it always seems that when there's a record to be broken or a big number to achieve in one's career, I feel like it's always against a Philadelphia team, and you just hate to see it. You really do. You hate to see it, and you know, it doesn't ever surprise me when we're playing the Capitals that Ovechkin scores. I as much as I don't like Ovechkin, um, I'm not a big fan of Alex Ovechkin. I I gotta give him his credit because he is one of the best to do it, and to achieve 600 goals in the National Hockey League is very, very difficult to do. I think that there's only 10 people that have ever done it, something like that, and he's one of them. So I got to give him credit where it's due. Congratulations to Alexander Ovechkin for getting his 600th goal. It sucks that it was against the Philadelphia Flyers, and it sucks even worse that I was there to watch it. But yeah, I never really expect to play the Washington Capitals and not have him put a tally on the scoreboard. Whether it's a goal or an assist, he's always involved in the game, and you can't be as well as our defense played. I thought last night for majority of the game, um, it just sucks when he scores. But going deeper into the game, the one thing that I noticed during the game, it was kind of towards the end of the game, is our turnover rate compared to their turnover rate was way higher. Now, I said this yesterday. I said this in the last episode that you can go down 0-3, 3 or 1-3 against Buffalo and make a comeback. But you are not going to you're not going down 3 goals or 2 goals against the Washington Capitals and having the same outcome. Can it be done? Yeah, sure. Any team could do it, but the chances of it happening aren't high. They're not in your favor. And that's what we saw last night. We saw the Flyers come out, they looked good, turnover, capitalize score, and they capitalize on their scoring chances. That's what we're lacking right now in the Flyers. We're not capitalizing on our scoring chances. And it's frustrating because the talent that we have on our roster, it's there. I don't think that there's any um I don't think there's any person on the roster that can't score when called upon, but it's just not happening. It's not happening. And it frustrates me because uh, I watch the games, and some of our players have such great talent and they have so many big moments, but it's not consistent. It's not consistent enough. And here I am thinking to myself, 3 weeks ago, I'm like, man, we could make a cup run. Yeah. I think the Flyers could win the Stanley Cup. I think they could at least get there. And now I'm sitting here thinking, was I wrong for thinking that? Are we good enough? Is it time to panic? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's time to panic on Hart. I think that Hart is going to bounce back. I think Hart is going to prevail on the second half of the season, and we're going to need that. But we need some of these big players. We need Giroux. We need Voracek. We got JVR scoring and putting up points, which is great. He's having one of the best seasons of his career right now. And, you love seeing that. Same thing with Farabee. Farabee's he's giving it his all every game. Well, where's Connect? Well, Konechny did score last night, and it was his birthday, so happy birthday, Konechny, or happy belated birthday to Travis Konechny. And I'm glad you scored on your birthday um, to get us rolling in the game last night. I actually worked the TK jersey to the game because one, it was his birthday, and two, I had a feeling he was going to score. He was due. But we got to get Konechny going. He's got to get on some point streaks. He's got to put up some goals, man. Like, he's playing on these lines with, some of these players that are more geared towards assists. Well, if they're not getting the puck to the people that are supposed to be scoring, I don't see how we're going to be winning these big games, and we're not. So, um, we need Nolan Patrick to step it up. We need him to start producing some points. We need him to put the puck in the net. Kevin Hayes, same thing. Did Kevin Hayes score last night? I don't think he scored last night. Let me double check. No, Kevin Hayes didn't score last night. But yeah, we need Kevin Hayes to get some goals. Now Kevin Hayes he's got some I think he has 10 assists. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure he has 10 right now after last night's game. No, he's got 11. He had 2 assists last night, which is great, which is awesome. I want to see him. Put up points, and if that's what it is, fine. Last year he was putting up goals though, so I'm glad that he's putting it on Scott Lawton's stick because razzle dazzle, Scotty knows Scott Lawton is putting the puck in the back of the net. Now he's only got 7 goals on the year, but the last couple games he's been putting it in. So we need some of our other guys to step it up. Oscar Lindblom. Come on, Oscar. You can do it. I know you can. We need Oscar. We need Jake Voracek. We need Claude Giroux. We need Nolan Patrick to start putting the pucks in the net. Now, like I said, when I looked up at the scoreboard last night and they showed the stats for the game, now this was probably like 6 minutes left in the third period. We were neck and neck in the stats last night, and it was a good hard fought game. But the only stat that we got blown out of was the turnovers, and Two of our two of the Washington Capitals goals were scored on turnovers. That's not good. That's not good. You can't turn the puck over against any NHL team, let alone a division rival in a game where you need points, a game where you should have. I think the scoreboard, it says 5-3 at the end of the game. Now, I the last goal, oh my gosh, the fact that the Capital player shot it from behind his net into the open net, that was just a dagger. It said it was 4-3 at the end of the game. I think that was a little deceiving. I think that we kind of beat ourselves in the turnovers because other than that, we played a hard fought game. It was a hard fought game. Um, and we had a fight last night. We had a fight. Andreoff drops the gloves. Sorry for that, but Andreoff drops the gloves. Uh, and in my opinion, I think he took the fight. I think he won the fight. He threw some punches. He landed some punches, and they both wrestled to the ground at the end of the fight. It wasn't like a clean knockout, but I would say that he won that fight. I would say he won it. Uh, but yeah, I thought it was going to be nitty gritty. I thought it was going to be a nail biter. It wasn't much of a nail biter because of the open net goal at the end, and towards the end of the game, I feel like we just fell short. We fell short, but panic for the team, I would say we're halfway there to hitting the panic button on the team. And that's just because I just don't see I just don't see where we're going. If it was one player that wasn't connecting and wasn't putting, you know, good games together, I would say okay. But as a group, I'm just like, we're not doing it. We're not doing it right now. Now, we got a hefty schedule coming up. We got a lot of games ahead of us still. So, and the standings are so tight. They're so close. Um our division has always been like that. Some years it's more frustrating than others. This year might be a little bit more frustrating because it's not a full season. Um, but let's see where we stand now. We're still in fifth. We have our record is 13-8-3 now with 29 points. So we're 29 points with in fifth place in the division. The fourth place spot is held by Boston with 38 points, or I'm sorry, 32 points. Um, so we're 3 points behind Boston, but Boston clearly has the tiebreaker over us because we haven't beaten Boston yet this year, and uh, Pittsburgh has 32, so we're 2 games behind Pittsburgh, or yeah, two. I'm sorry, we are 4 points behind Pittsburgh, but we're also 2 games. We have 2 games in hand of Pittsburgh, and we still have 2 games in hand of Washington. Now Washington bumps up to 36 points in the standings after last night's matchup. So we're 7 behind Washington. So we open the door a little wider for Washington. Um, we need to win tomorrow to close the gap. Because if we lose to Washington, the Rangers are right behind us at 23 points. Now, the Rangers would really have to go on a tear to make the playoffs. But we play the Rangers in 2 games next week. If we go on a losing streak to the Rangers, they could put distance. The Rangers could technically knock us further out of playoff position and potentially get up into playoff position just in our series. Now, do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't think that will happen. But who's to say? We got to shape up. We really, I think the team in itself, and it's not just one guy, okay? It's not just one guy. I think the entire team needs to take a hard look in the mirror, and they need to say, we're better than this. We know we're better than this, and they need to get it together because I don't like seeing only half the team show up. I don't like seeing just a couple lines show up. We need all of our lines to be clicking. That's just offensively, I'm speaking of, by the way. I'm not speaking about our defense at this particular moment. Um, because I don't know. I think if I were to say who would be on the chopping block, I think one of our defensemen is gonna get moved. I really do. I don't know who. I don't know who, but I think that we need defense. We need to make a trade. We need to do it now. I think a defenseman would be involved, maybe an offensive person. Don't know who that would be. Don't know. I don't even want to. I don't even want to speculate on who it would be because I like our team. I have for a while, and I want to see them succeed together. I want to see this unit, and I want to see this club make a run. But we need additional help. We do. We really do. And it was really nice to hear Coach AV. It was really nice to hear him say that in his interview that some of some of this is on him because he admitted that he wasn't prepared enough matchup wise in this last tally, which I don't know. The last couple coaches that we've had didn't really do that. I feel like they didn't really take that responsibility all the time. But AV took the responsibility, took the blame, and I'm hoping that the players respond to it. I'm hoping the players see that, and I hope they, get out there on Saturday against the Capitals, and I hope they, we need this win. If we lose against Washington on Saturday, I'm going to be really my hand is going to be on the panic button, but I don't know if we'll push it. I don't know if I'll push it yet, but my hand will definitely be on the button. I guess we'll have to see how the game goes on Saturday. I would like to see like a 2 or 3 goal win against Washington, not including an empty net goal, like a solid 2 or 3 goal win. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see who's in net. I'll be surprised if Hart's in net. I really will. I will be surprised in that. I think that we'll still see Moose start on Saturday, and then we'll let Hart go against the Rangers. That's just my guess as of right now. But we'll, obviously in tomorrow's episode, we'll be talking about, you know, the person who they confirm as the goaltender, as the starter, and we'll go through that tomorrow. But as of right now, I'm not hitting the panic button on the team. I'm about halfway there. My hands in the air. I haven't made a move yet. The panic button on Hart? No, I'm not panicking on Hart. Hart, I believe in him. I believe in the guy. I believe he's going to turn it around. And it's going to be fun to watch him bounce back. Now, like I said, I don't know who would be on the chopping block. I would just, in my opinion, I think it might be a defenseman. I think a defenseman's going to leave. Um, so being back at Wells Fargo Center, wow, boy, it was great. It was a great feeling walking through those doors again. It was a great feeling being in the parking lot again, going through, you know, the ticket scan again, like getting to your seat, seeing the ice, with my eyes, not through a screen. Like, oh man, it was a great feeling. It was an awesome feeling being back there. Um, did it kind of suck not having it at a packed stadium? You know, yeah, it did. It definitely did. But you know what? I'll tell you what, man. It was awesome. It was awesome to be back there. I had a lot of fun, even though we didn't get the win. I will say this. I will say this. If they could create an atmosphere of a packed house, but I still had all the room I had at my seat, I'd be down for that because that was awesome. I loved the fact that like I didn't have to worry about people standing up and trying to leave the row, and you have to move, and people are blocking your view and stuff like that. So the fact that I was like able to like kick my feet up, watch the game, just it was more relaxing. Honestly, it was very more relaxing. But the obviously the intensity of like the crowd and the fans weren't there, and there's no real chance either. Like with a packed house and with like a full stadium full of people, you can get some let's go Flyer chants. So that was kind of hard to do with not that many people there, but it was still a great time. It was still fun. Step in the right direction. Uh, but I will say this: when you go up to the stadium, you're gonna have to read off these rules, all these COVID rules. You better know the rules before you go into that stadium. They'll kick your ass out. They will give you the boot. They will throw you out the back door if you break those rules, man. They're not kidding. They got these guys over there that look like Darth Vader, and they come into your section. They just point at you. They just give you the out signal, and you're out. There's no arguing with these guys. You lose all your rights to speak if you get caught without your mask on. But it was a great time being back down at Wells Fargo Center. I call it my second home. I used to be there all the time. Hopefully, I can get back there more often. Um, it was cool. It was cool to be back. Definitely cool to be back. Man. So, looking forward to the game tomorrow. I'm hoping to see some. I'm hoping to see a win tomorrow. I hate talking about the panic button in the middle of a season for the Flyers, man. Like they're my team, they're my squad, so I don't want to ever have to hit the panic button for them. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see Prove got a goal last night. Scott Lawton, Scotty. Oh man, he's playing hard right now. He's playing real hard right now. I'm glad to see him get another goal. But like I said, we need some of our big guns to step up. We need Voracek to put it in the back of the net. We need Nolan Patrick to step it up. We need Oscar Lindblom. Like these are some guys that we have these guys and we know they're capable, and we need to see them. We need to see them start to put their game together. To make to just at this point to make a playoff push. Like we're not even talking about like to make a Stanley Cup run. We're talking about just getting into the playoffs at this point. And I know this team is better than that. I know they are. So let's get back in the win column. Let's finish off the Capitals so we can move on next week to the Rangers and hopefully get a win streak. Because the Islanders are coming up after the Rangers, and the Islanders are hot right now. They are very hot right now. I'm pretty sure, the Islanders are 5-0 in their last 5. I don't even know what they are in their last 10, but they're 5-0. Now we ran into a hot Capitals team last night. They're 4-1 in their last 5. So I knew it was gonna be a hard fought game. Pittsburgh's got their game going on right now too. Like they're 4-1 as well. Boston's fallen off a little bit. We've fallen off a little bit. So I hope Boston keeps falling, and I hope we climb. Yeah, if Boston can continuously drop down and we can make a move, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. But we got a lot of work to do. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I have confidence. As of right now, I have confidence. Like I said, we'll talk about the game tomorrow, and we'll talk about what to expect once we see who's in net. And after the game, obviously, we will talk also about how the game went. Hopefully, I'm not changing my words around here after the game tomorrow. But as of right now, I'm not hitting the panic button. I do think a defenseman will be traded. And you know what? Maybe we don't trade a defenseman, but I think we'll trade for a defenseman. Okay, let's leave it on that. A defenseman will be traded in a trade somewhere for the Flyers, I think. But with that said, I'm going to wrap it up with that. And as always, if you like what you hear and you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on that bell for notifications. You'll be notified anytime I do a live stream or post a video up on the channel. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. I'll see you next video. Go Flyers.